you can goon and get your health back. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to give a monthly overview of what I've done for the Chud Logic game, Chud Logic Skokbound. I've been doing like weekly updates as well, but I figured I'd tie it all in at the end of the month with showing like, you know, the whole shebang. So here we go. Real quick guys, if you want to support the game monetarily, you can join the Patreon. Inside the Patreon, you can have different options, different tiers to get yourself inside of the game. From dialogue that you want some characters to say, or just post it up in signs, or just be randomly placed inside of the game somewhere. You can put your own dialogue in here. You can get your own character in the game as well as an NPC that just walks around and talks. And you can get yourself as a enemy. So if you want to have Chud be able to, Chud and company be able to fight you in the game, go check that out. All right, so you can see that we got Chud, we got movement. The party system, so like whenever you were to get a new party member or anything, they would just appear to be following Chud. You kind of get these in order, like the other party members, but later on I'm going to have it so you can actually replace party members. So max party will be 4, be you and 3 others, and you can swap these people out. We got President Sunday, we got Purple Pepsi Gaming, and Beckett so far. I do have characters like Queeman or Cumin, however the fuck you say it, and then we got Dickers, we got DK, a couple other characters too. I'll post them up right now. I don't know everyone's name, I apologize. Post up the screenshots of all the characters that we have right now. But going forward, okay, so this actually was pretty I've never did this before, this follower mechanic, like where they follow the same route as you. Before, when I had it, like I could have them follow, but whenever I turn, they would all turn and face the same direction as well, and they would walk down until they reach the same spot. Now, like, this is super awesome. I love this. I'm going to reuse this later on in future games. But anyways, this background that I have right here is a it's just an asset rip. If you guys are not happy with it, please let me know, and I'll replace it. I can do some custom background work or anything like that. Yeah. There will be, so you see, like, we have the end of world here. I was going to add a camera clamp, so whenever you reach like the end of world, like, it won't progress any farther than that, so you won't see this blue. Or I can just like replace it and just put like trees back here, and then like a big ass box collider, so you can't like you would just stop here, you know what I mean? So yeah, characters that we have, we got Lex and Peden. Okay. Blacks or Blow Blacks, Manshi, Mudahar, Jar, just a robot, Nick the Lips Diorio, Pirate Software. That's that one's in here for me. We got Destiny and Tipster. We got other characters. We got the okay. These are like the mobs, or like the smaller enemies that you'll fight before fighting, like, you know, the bigger bosses. You can kind of like grind these enemies out. They'll be walking around in the world. We got a DGGer, cultist, a DGG cultist, a sweeper, a little roachling, kiwi farmer, and goth mommy. Items that I have so far: spicy pepper. Each of these do work right now. I'll go over that in a second. Found a spicy pepper, +3 attack. This stores into your inventory. If you come over here, we click on the player, which is Chud. Down here, I have a list, and every time I pick up this list, or pick up an item, it'll add to that list. And it says item SO, and that's because it's a scriptable object. But if I were to go into this data, it would say, I'll bring up the scripter now. Hold on. Okay. So whenever you go and pick up an item, it says, hey, is this an item? They'll take the game object name, and it's a big ass switch, not big ass, but it's a switch statement. And it checks all these cases like, hey, is it a chili? All right, cool. Create an item, a scriptable object item called spicy pepper. And then it assigns all these values. So spicy pepper is created. Spicy pepper item type is a stat item. Item name, spicy pepper. Description, increase your attack +3. Spicy pepper values 3. And then if it's stackable, true. Here it adds it to the current items, and that's where it's stored on the player. So, and it does that for each one of them. Chili, pink monster, Finasteride. The Bow Black's plushie does shit all. It just destroys it. And then the Mana Gem, yeah. Back to the game, and we have battling. So each character on here, you can select, right? And then you can attack. Whenever you attack, it'll select the next one in line, which would be Beckett. And then if I were to, pick like Pepsi, you'd pick President Sunday. And then it doesn't loop. So if you, it'll go in order. But if you, pick out of order, I just have to fix that and quality of life shit, All right, so here, everyone's doing +1 attack, or everyone's doing an attack, this basic attack. Tipster took damage. Let me bring up his health real quick in the battle panel. Okay, enemy. All right, here's his health. Here's his stats. All right, Tipster attacked Pepsi. Pepsi took 1 damage. That's working. Player attack deals 1 damage. 49. See. And it'll do that. It'll go through each one of the actions, the queued actions, and execute them. And then I'll go back to the fighting. Auto fight does not work yet. I don't have that set up yet. But all auto fight is just hey, if you run into a mob, you can beat it. You just click auto fight. I'll fight it for you, and you don't have to click through each one. Runaway does work. It goes off of the speed stats, so however fast your character is versus the enemy, it'll be hey, divide this. It does some fucking math shit. It gives you a percentage of how your chances of running away, and then it increases that chances if let's say I were to run away, and it's you couldn't run away. It increases those chances every time it says you could not get away. Defending, a sweep. Defending takes priority in the turns. It is. Oh, I'm sorry. Turns are based on the speed as well. So if Tipster has a larger speed than everybody else, he will attack first, and every other character, attacks in that order. Defending trumps it all. So if you want to defend, it's the fastest move, and here everyone will defend. And then defending also adds a defense boost. There's a normal defense, which is right now I think it's set to +3. So if Tipster was to attack me with 5, it would only do 2 damage. If I'm defending, you are still going to take damage. If you're defending, let's say my defense is 5 and the attack is 5, you're still going to take 1. So there is no just infinite. You know what I mean? You can't cheese the game that way, I guess. Finny Rage. Okay, so Finny Rage. I have 20 FP, and I'm gonna do Gun Punt. Boom. Now I'm doing a magic attack. Everyone else cannot. So they're gonna do their normal attack. Tipster attack player. He has the most speed. Player took 1 damage. Player uses Gun Punt, 14 damage. Okay. And then I'm just showing that the magic works so far. So the special attacks, you can use your FP. For the items, okay, I have none. I didn't pick any up. Let me back out. Let me pick up some. All right, for items, click on our backpack, our goods. Chud, he's looking a little low on mana. So I'm going to use Mana Gem. And this guy's good. This guy needs health, so I'm going to use Pink Monster, which is going to increase my health. And President Sunday, I'm going to increase the attack. So President Sunday, it should do 3 damage now. Chud's going to regain magic. Looks like he did. He was at 8. He's at 20 now. And then Pepsi is going to regain health. Player used item magic, fully restored. Yep. President Sunday used Spicy Pepper, increased attack by 3. And Pepsi used Pink Monster. You can see he was at 98. Now he's at 100. Alright, Beckett attack deals 1 damage. Alright, now I can use my Gut Punt again. And President Sunday should do 3 damage now. Now that is a permanent stat multiplier or increase. Like there's certain items that can increase it for, I was gonna say like do it for battle, and then others that do permanently increase it. I just don't have the assets for it yet. Yeah, so he's doing 4 damage now. Yeah. Anyways, so the battle system's almost done. Like, there's still some little quirks and bugs that I gotta fix. Just shit that I've missed or just haven't fully tested yet. You know, it's the first time I'm making one, but I think it's going great. This is a really fun project. Very supportive community. I do appreciate you guys, and yeah. This plans. My next plans for this. I want to have some life in the game. You know, a little bit more like NPCs walking around. Signs. You know, just like a bigger town. Different biomes, stuff like that. I plan on having like a whole area like for Manshi, where Chud has to dress up and put a bow on his head in order to get into the area. I thought that'd be pretty funny. Damn, what else? Pause menu, obviously. I need to work that in and have it so you can use your magic and your items outside of the battle screen. So like there is a magic there's a magic option where you can like recover your health, and I want to be able to use that outside just in case you don't have an item, you get stuck and you're like, oh shit, well I got FP, might as well use like a restore spell so you can goon and get your health back. But I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, guys, but you know, it's a good amount of work. It's a good amount of work. I've been working on it, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Anytime I'm streaming, I'm working on it. I took a break yesterday, played a little Rust, but, you know, I did a little work on the game too. But it's going good. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to see in the game, you know, please reach out to me, join the Discord. Yeah, other than that, that's it. I'll keep you updated week to week basis. You guys have a good day, good time, whatever. Thanks for watching. Peace out.